Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. It's Friday, and I'm just going to open this video up by telling you that this is not a market that I would be holding options over the weekend. If you're smarter and you know what's going on and you're 100%, go right ahead. But a lot of money just take a lot of risk off the table during geopolitical situations. For those of you that is your first time, my name is Larry Jones. This is Stock Up with Larry Jones. We have links below that will help you make money every day in the market when the market is open, okay? Especially Money Moves, we'll talk about that later. But please hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell right now. So let's go right into some of the things that is happening right now. All right, so we had job data come out this morning, job data. All right, so here are some of the key metrics. Unemployment rate rose slightly to 4.4 from 4.3. Okay, of course, this came out today. The U.S. labor showed unexpected weakness in Friday's 2026. The economy shed 92,000 jobs. Unbelievable. 92,000 jobs were shed. Non-farm roll payrolls decreased by 92,000. The labor force participation edged lower to 62.0%, its lowest level since December of 2021. Long-term unemployment. 1.9 million people have been jobless for 27 weeks or more, according to 25.3% of all unemployed individuals. Now, what's crazy is in January's job reports, it showed resilience, and then which was way better than what we expected. And then the following month is way worse than we expected. So it's literally a yo-yo from right now. It's just an absolute rebound or retrace from what happened in January. So this is month over month, okay? And so the market did not like that. Now, with increase in oil prices because of this geopolitical situation, the war, the Strait of Hormuz, or whatever this strait is called, it is it's causing oil to spike higher, and it is affecting the stock market in a negative way. So negative. Now, I know what you're saying, Larry, but in the past, if it showed that the job market was weakening, that would have been positive because it would be showing that the Fed will actually be lowering interest rates. But in this geopolitical situation and environment, it's actually bad, right? Now you got people that are losing jobs, right? And some have not had a job in a while. Now they have the increase in the cost of gas. And not just the gas that they put in their car, but the gas to heat your house. Everything comes through, all right? And then your furniture has to get delivered. What happens with that? The cost goes up. So the truckers are burning more fuel. All right. So now the people that make the furniture has to pay more to get it shipped to you. It's an absolute domino effect. Okay. So I just wanted to paint that picture. It affects everything. And someone's going to say, Larry, everything doesn't have to come back to politics. President's going to do something midterms because he cannot have inflation spiking up, job loss going down, or job loss going up and jobs going down. He can't have that. And then gas prices spiking up. He can't have that. Something has to be done. And you best believe the pressure is on. So he got rid of what? Kristi Noem. I got to say this. Why did he get rid of Kristi Noem? Because the rate that people judge the whole situation with illegal aliens, they're giving him a bad mark. So I have to pull it into politics because politics has taken over. Now there has to be a shift. And so over this weekend, if not already, you're going to see the president trying to get a cap on how much the gas could be, whether it's releasing some reserves. He's already, what's the other country that he's saying it's okay to buy some oil now that's on some of these ships, because these things need to happen. The Americans, the average Americans, are feeling the blow of this geopolitical situation, aka the war. Now, there are mixed things coming out of the White House. Are we in a war? Are we not? Guys, it doesn't matter who's president. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on. Believe your eyes. If there's bombs going back and forth, that's called war. All right? So let's go. Let's see how that affects our money. Well, it affects our money in a negative way right now. All right? Because if you look, you will see that the VIX, the volatility index, is spiking up. Look at that. Over the last month, 50% the VIX has spiked. Those of you that are smart enough to play the VIX, you're making a lot of money. And yes, you can do options on the VIX if you know what you're doing. Some of them, like VXX, just remember, it resets every month, okay? So just know what you're trading. The VIX is spiking, and then what's happening? Look at this. The NASDAQ over the last month is still down by 500 points. This is what I always say when in doubt, zoom out. So let's just look at what's happening to big tech, which some people say is a buy right now. Look at what's happening to big tech. So today we're down a full percent. In the last week, we'll call that flat. But in the month, we're down 2.2%. Year to date, we're down 3% year to date. Okay. So now if I start to stack this, let's put one of the companies, let's put Microsoft. Let's put Microsoft in there. You could see right off the back that the NASDAQ is down 3%, but Microsoft is down in bear market territory, well, correction territory. It's down 15%, actually closer to bear market territory, which is negative 20%. And then you can go here and you could see some of the other ones, okay? But you could see that it has taken a bath and it is down. Big tech is down. Now, some will say you're in a buy range, okay? So take some of the stuff that I taught you and go with it. Now, thank God for one of my admins, Kayla. She gave me an update. We talk about the major geopolitical shock to the markets. I just wanted to come on early and make this. The U.S.-Iran conflict has entered its 7th day, causing serious market volatility. Oil prices surging above $85 to $89 per barrel, the biggest weekly jump since COVID 2020. We went over the U.S. job report. It shocked the market. That's why it's down. All right. Government policies may impact markets. The U.S. government is responding to the oil shock. All right. We may already have that information right here. The U.S. Treasury loosens sanction on Russian oil transactions, okay, to ease supply pressure. Thank you, Kayla. See, there we go right there. The government is also considering releasing oil from its strategic petroleum reserve. Just like I said, thank you, Kayla. She literally just sent this in. So it pays to have help. Man, it pays to have help. All right, so we could see what's going on. Loosening up the reserve, right? We already have the Navy protecting some of the oil rigs as it goes through the Strait of Hormuz. And we want to see what is next, because it is. And for that one person that says this has nothing to do with politics, you're an ostrich with your head in the sand. Listen to me. It does. It does have to do with politics. So I got to talk about it, because I got to keep it real. So now, what I want to do now is I want to shift and look at what's going on, because some of these big tech, this is your weekend homework. some of these big tech companies are getting oversold. They will get oversold. Now, do we have further to come down? Yes, just like I told you guys on my last video. The market was green and I said, it's not over. On my last video, the market is green. I said, this is not a Larry, you was right video. I literally said that we have to look at things. I can almost guarantee you by Monday, something else big will happen geopolitically because they wait until weekends to make these moves. All right. Whether it's talks ramping up or the opposite of that, some major or something major getting bombed. All right. So just be ready for it. This is the world we live in. It's a wicked, wicked world. All right. Let's look at the SPY. So in the pre-markets, I gave this to the people. Now, I want to show you guys something today. Every time I come on, I want you to learn something. All right. So this is the SPY, which is the same thing as the S&P 500. This is the pre-markets. Okay. So this is before you can get into options. So this is the highest point and this is the lowest point. Sometimes you can trade the range in between the pre-market high and pre-market low and make money. So on the Qs, the exact same thing happened. Right here, pre-market high, pre-market low. Why? We had a huge swing on the Qs. Now the Qs are the same thing as the NASDAQ. It's tech heavy. And so you couldn't do anything here in the pre-markets unless you're doing futures. But soon as opening bell came, you actually could have made money from here to here. Now, what we did this morning, we made money, what? On NVIDIA. With a little money, all right? With a little money, 11 shares, only $412. I made 71, almost 72%, $172. Just trading a move from here to here. So little moves with options will yield you a lot of money. Remember, with options, little moves will yield you a lot of money. So here's a couple of quick wins in 30 seconds and 15 seconds. Stacked a couple of wins today to the end of the week strong. You can see the what he made there. This person, good afternoon, family first official play with the Traffic Trader and Uncle Larry while at work. Base hits equal home run, family. Made him some change, bought lunch. Look at these two. Thank you, Uncle Larry. Options trade, but I options trade, but thanks to the Traffic Trader, my entry and exits are more on point. Had a good day. See there, under there. Thanks for the Traffic Trader. I was able to hold my positions much longer due to the company having a great earnings. Thank you, blah, blah, blah. All right. And so what I'm going to say to you guys is, if you come and join the top link below, Money Moves, some of the people are paper trading for 30 days and they're making money. So there's some more there that I don't want to go into. I want to keep this one moving. All right. The people that are paper trading are killing it. And guess what? They're just going to turn next month. They're going to turn it into real money. All right. So those are some of the smartest people in the room, and people that are doing their first options trades are making money. Come join us. That's going to be the top link below, Money Moves, or you'll see a link appear right here. All right. So good people, I just want to tell you this. We don't know where the bottom is. Okay. We don't know where the bottom is. All we know is that we are in war. And if you come back here, all I know that is in the first month, we had a lot of ups and a lot of downs. You could see here that let's just look at the NASDAQ. Okay. For those of you that don't know, the NASDAQ, again, it's the same thing as a QQQ. We trade the QQQ on the options and 10x our earning potential. But as you can see, up, drop down, right? Up, good. Oh yeah, we're here. We're out of the woods. This is the bottom, right back down. And then up, what happened? Geopolitical situations, right back down. Oh, well, that's over. It fell. Let me buy. Down even lower. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't have bought. Now the market's finna fall out. So let me sell. And then it runs back up. Okay. And why am I telling you this? Why am I showing you this? Because I want you to have a plan. And I want you to go to some levels, and I want you to look at some of my older videos. And I want you to see, if you zoom out, you have a clear view of where to buy and what to buy, whether it's ETFs or if it's big tech that is getting oversold. And I will continue to come here and pour that into you. Now, tonight in Money Moves, we are going to start our new portfolio. And I've partnered with Josh, Stocks with Josh, and we're going to release a new stock every week. But tonight is our setup. We're going to have it in Money Moves and in his Discord if you're in his Discord, right? So in Money Moves, if you want to come join us in Money Moves. These are for the people that don't want to do options. You just want to invest. You got a job. You working every day, so you can't monitor your stocks. You want to look every day. This is set it and forget it. Open up a broker that allows you slices. Open up a broker that allows you fractional shares and come join us. You could tell your broker to buy me $10 worth of this stock every week. And that's what we're going to do. And we're going to build a portfolio with small cap, mid caps, and big cap stocks and ETFs. But I believe with my knowledge and Josh's knowledge, it's going to be a power team and it's going to be a solid portfolio. So that's going to be the top link below, Money Moves, and we're going to use the traffic trader just like we did this morning to lead us, bing, straight to the money before the drop. All right. You got this weekend to study. Come and join us and study this weekend. We will see you Monday, if not Sunday, with an inspirational. Live, love, laugh, and learn.